Going on, everyone? John Matrix here. Hope you're all having yourselves a wonderful day wherever you're at and whenever you're watching this. Got a requested video by a member of the community that we're going to be getting in here by the Vulcan. This is SCP-2571, Cragglewood Park, Euclid Memory Affecting SCP. Links will be down below in the description to the original video and to the Vulcan's channel without my commentary and reaction. So please do me a favor, if you enjoy this video, click the link, give it a like. If you enjoy the Vulcan's content and you're not already subscribed to him, then please do me a favor, go over there and hit that subscribe button. It makes a lot of wonderful content for the SCP universe, puts a lot of work and time into use voice acting and go through these, so definitely deserves the love. If you'd like to join us when we do these reactions live, there is a join button down underneath the video, as well as a link in the description. You can get early access to any of my videos that I put out, priority, and any kind of requests you might have. There is a sub that's open to the community, but also you can get access to a Discord sub channel. So take a look at those if you decide you want to take your support to the next level, and see if any of those would have any interest for you. But for now, we're going to jump into this again. SCP-2571, Cragglewood Park, a Euclid Memory Affecting SCP by the Vulcan. So let's do it. Cragglewood Park. I don't know why that sounds familiar. I don't know if it's my brain is just mixing things together, or if this is reference to something else. You know, I don't know.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today.
Good afternoon, Dr. Miller.
Is SCP-2571.
What the fuck is that? That is a terrifying looking tree.
Object class, Euclid.
You know, I don't know how many of you guys have, you know, gone to Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, if that's really even still a thing anymore, but growing up, you know, going to Chuck E. Cheese, this reminds me of those creepy ass, like, animatronic things they would have there. Like, that's actually kind of terrifying looking. You know, it's one of those things that's supposed to be something that kids are supposed to enjoy and, you know, be fun and whatnot, but it's just super fucking creepy. Yeah, that's this.
Special containment procedures. A Foundation-operated bot, I.O. Mandela, is to monitor online communities for discussions regarding SCP-2571. Mobile Task Force Psi-7, the Laughingstock, is to investigate these discussions and make a determination for appropriate action on a case-by-case basis. Description: SCP-2571 is a recurring childhood memory of a non-existent theme park, Cragglewood Park. It is estimated that 0.05% of the world's population is affected by SCP-2571. However, recent evidence suggests that this number may be growing.
Estimates of the world's population is interesting. Okay.
The primary vector for SCP-2571's spread is not yet known. Notably, it appears to be most common among adults raised as an only child.
Interesting.
Afflicted subjects.
I wonder if that's kind of like a situation where, you know, only kids or an only child, you know, people without any other siblings, maybe they have a tendency to have, you know, imaginary friends or something like that growing up. So maybe like this SCP is supposed to be that imaginary friend.
Subjects are initially responsive to amnestics, but memories regarding Cragglewood will typically resurface once treatment ceases. Although descriptions of these memories vary, several details remain consistent. Subjects were between the age of 4 and 12 when they visited. The park featured numerous characters primarily centered around anthropomorphic variants of trees and plants. No adult supervision was present. Calliope music played throughout the park. Subjects attended the park with numerous other children, none of whom they knew. The park featured only one ride, a carousel or merry-go-round. Although children accompanying the subjects boarded this ride, the subjects themselves did not. Investigations regarding the precise nature of both SCP-2571 and Cragglewood Park are ongoing. Addendum 2571.1 Interview Logs. Access: SCP-2571 Interviews Log 218. Date: November 16th, 2002. Interviewer: Dr. Rayner. Subject, Rupert Duckasu.
That's a hell of a
Begin
last
log.
name, Duckasu.
What do you recall about Cragglewood Park? Jesus, is that what this is about? It's just a nightmare I used to have. Can you elaborate? I mean, I think it's probably based on some actual theme park I went to as a little kid, you know? Probably traumatized the shit out of me.
Interesting.
What happens in the night?
So I wonder if it's a situation where you actually go to this theme park. Huh. I mean, it's supposed to be in a memory affecting SCP, so I wonder, like, you go there and something actually happens to you and then it erases it, but then you have like recurring nightmares, or I don't know. Interesting. It's also interesting that it's something that only seems to really affect kids that have no siblings.
Nightmare. I enter this theme park. It's like Disneyland, but smaller. There's no rides, just this long, winding road through the woods. Everything's bright and colorful like in a cartoon. And there's all these trees around me, but tell me about the trees. They've all got faces. And they're singing. They've got these dopey, cheerful looks. Like one of those old-time cartoons, right? And they just sing and laugh and sing. Can you tell me anything else? There's this music that's playing everywhere. It's like organ music, but not the kind you hear in a church. More like the sort you might hear in a carnival.
Yeah, I can like hear it in my head, that like weird ass creepy dan 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 dan, like fucking.
You mentioned before that there aren't any rides. No, wait, no, I'm wrong. There's rides. There's one ride. Just one ride. It's that thing with the horses that goes around in circles. You know what I'm talking about. A carousel. Right. That thing. It's where the organ music is coming from.
Yeah.
Were you there alone? No, there was other kids with me. They're not happy to be there either. We're all smiling.
I wonder what it is that attracts kids to go. Like, you know, how as a small kid are you gonna get there on your own, right? First off, like, how are you gonna is it somehow like forcing the parents to bring them there? And is a situation where, like, I want to say almost kind of like a daycare theme park thing, where like parents are just like dropping their kids off and the kids spend the day there or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what this is. Like, is this a place that's even real? You know, and then they've just, you know, again, it's messing with their memory. So whatever they remember is this twisted distorted thing, and it never really happened. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to get an idea of how would just a group of kids, young children, like get there and just be at this theme park without like adults, right? You know, without some kind of adults taking them there or just being in there in general. I don't know. It just seems strange.
Smiling and laughing, but we're just doing it to...
And I mean, again, this could just be a memory thing. They might have, this theme park might not really exist at all. They could have just been exposed to something and it just affects kids of a certain age that don't have siblings and they have this recurring memory.
Stop ourselves from crying, you know, to fool the trees.
And like
so
feeds
the trees
off of
don't see
this
how
memory.
Scared we are. To keep the trees happy. Trees not happy to be there either. We're all smiling and laughing, but we're just doing it to stop ourselves from crying, you know, to fool the trees. So the trees don't see how scared we are. To keep the trees happy. Keep them happy. Yeah. Is there anything else you can tell us? I don't know. I haven't dreamt about this place in ages. I think there's one bit near the end. Please, relax. Take as much time as you need. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I see something. A tiny tree sprouting up near my foot. It looks up at me. It's smiling. Smiling with that big, dopey, happy grin. When I see it, that's when I start screaming. That's when I wake up. Why does that make you scream?
Because it was my
Because
face?
it has my face.
That's okay. That's creepy.
End log. Access.
So, there's a situation where like they get trapped there or something and they become the trees. I don't know.
SCP-2571 interviews log 341. Date January 9th, 2003. Interviewer Dr. Rayner. Subject James Yearling. Begin log.
Did you ever ride the carousel? What? Hell no. Are you crazy? What happened when you reached it then? Some of the kids got on. Not me though. The ones who did, some of them were smiling. Some of them were crying. Some of them hugged the ones who didn't get on. Some of them hugged each other. What happened then? They rode the carousel. Then we left.
This is very strange.
What happened to them? How should I know? We left. You left them behind? Yes, we left them behind. What, you think we should have stuck around? See how this was all going to turn out? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. You were just a child, and no one would have expected you to. That's right. I was just a goddamn child in the middle of a goddamn nightmare, and I just... You have no idea what even talking about this is doing to me, or how it's making me feel. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to forget it. Why?
Obviously, some weird stuff has happened at this place if it is like a real place. Or they were... I'm just trying to figure out if this is a real place and there's an SCP there and something happens to them and they can't remember it, or if they get exposed to something and that is causing them to have these memories. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you just let us... I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize, Mr. Yearling. You've clearly gone through a deeply traumatizing experience. I don't understand. I can't imagine you would. Nothing about this experience makes much sense. It's not that. It isn't just that. It's just... What is it? One of the kids. One of the kids that got on. Yes? Why did he hug me? I didn't even know who he was.
This is fucking weird, brother.
Access. SCP-2571 interviews log 367. Date June 12th, 2004. Interviewer Dr. Rayner. Subject Randolph Blair. Begin log.
I'd like to talk to you about the video cassette. Christ. I understand this is... People just don't get it. I don't want to discuss any of this with you.
I don't want to discuss any of this with you. Okay?
Fucking bitch. Please, Mr. Blair, I need you to focus. Get on with it. This cassette, where did you get it from? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I found it in my attic when I was cleaning shit out. I thought it was just an old copy of Ghostbusters or something. Do you recognize any of the images on it? I don't know. Yeah, from nightmares. Bullshit like that. Maybe someone showed me the tape as a kid. Have you lived in this house your whole life? Yeah. You were raised in this house by your parents? Yeah. Is this going somewhere?
It's interesting that none of them want to talk about this. The SCP is like... I don't know if the situation where the SCP is like as a side effect or as a primary effect. It's trying to keep whatever it did to them secret, like they actually can remember. And it's just like blocked off or something like that. And talking about it will eventually bring that memory back up. And it doesn't want them to talk about it. I don't know.
The front bedroom. Look, I don't want to talk about this shit, okay? I understand. But we need to understand what's going on, Mr. Blair. Why is the front bedroom... I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's just always had shit in it, but nobody uses it. That's why I keep it locked, okay? I don't think about it. I understand, Mr. Blair. I just need to ask... Are we done? I just need to ask one more question. Whatever. Mr. Blair...
Oh, interesting. Huh. So I think it's a situation where, like, the reason why it's quote unquote only affecting only child, you know, kids without siblings, is they went there with a brother or sister. The brother or sister got on the carousel and then disappeared. And now they don't remember that brother or sister. They might remember a kid giving them a hug or something like that, but they don't know who it is or what they were or any kind of relationship they had with them. That's where I think this is going. And so that's why that one guy was so irate about, you know, he couldn't do anything, feels guilty about leaving them behind. You know, subconsciously he knows that that was a brother or sister or whoever he left behind, and the one that hugged him again was a brother or sister. But he doesn't remember it that way. That's what I think's going on. Okay.
Blair, have you always been an only child?
End log. Note: the subject has refused to conduct any additional interviews. Addendum: SCP-2571.2 Video log. Date: June 10th, 2004. The following log describes the contents of a mini video cassette tape found in the possession of Randolph Blair. The word Cragglewood is written across its label in black felt tip marker. Begin log.
I'm scared. It's okay. It's okay. Don't cry. You have to smile. You have to.
So I wonder if it's a situation where any of the kids that are crying are the ones that get taken. And as long as you smile and deal with it or whatever, you can get through it and you get to leave.
Please, just smile. Be okay. I promise. What's happening? God. Listen. You have to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have to go. You have to. No. You won't go. Please. I'm sorry. I'll be okay. Just. No. 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 Please, no. No. No.
End log.
That's pretty fucked up.
Nothing like an anomalous entity to make you glad you have messed up dreams that don't feature Cragglewood Park. Anyway, let's conclude the lesson. Thank you all for listening.
Interesting.
If indeed you still are. And you were all dismissed. Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. So at the beginning of this, I was a little confused about what was going on, if this was an actual place or if this was just some kind of SCP that they were exposed to and it was affecting their memories, making them think they had gone to this place, but they'd actually had something else happen to them. But it seems like it is some kind of actual theme park that kids go to. It's still a weird thing where it seems like no adults are there. I don't know, maybe they are and it's just not really like mentioned, like the adults are actually taken there, but it sounds like it's just a place where kids go there and it seems like a situation where, yeah, like kids go there, some of them are taken and don't get, you know, they aren't able to get out for whatever reason. Maybe they're turned into those trees, because someone had mentioned that he saw a tree sprout up and it was his face in the tree. And it had mentioned the fact that it only seems to affect only childs, you know, kids that don't have any siblings. But I think it's a situation where they had siblings, they went to that park with them, their sibling was taken, and now they don't remember. So that's also pretty interesting. And yeah, I think the ones that are taken are turned into these trees. And I think it's a situation where if you end up at this park, if you go on the carousel ride, you're one of the ones that gets, you know, taken and you don't get to escape. Or it's a situation where, like, if you don't do what they tell you to and keep smiling and be happy, then they put you on the ride and you get turned into one of those trees or something. That's what I think's going on anyway. That's what seems to be the case. Either way, it sounds like a creepy ass place that you don't want to take your kid. So yeah, but I don't know. I again, kind of a big question I would have is, like, where are the adults in all this? Why are you, like, how is it? It seems to be just like a group of kids that just are going there, somehow ending up there. It doesn't seem like it's just a dream situation. So yeah, like, are the adults just taking there and leaving? Like, why do adults not remember? Anyway, stuff like that. Those are some kind of questions. Like, how are the kids just ending up there by themselves? Like, are they called to it somehow? Is it some kind of like Pied Piper song for the kids or whatever, where they just get attracted there and then have this fucked up experience and some of them don't leave? You know, I don't know. But a creepy ass SCP indeed. So that was SCP 2571 Cragglewood Park, Euclid, memory affecting SCP by the Vulcan. Links will be down below in the description, as always, to the original video without my commentary and reaction, and to the Vulcan channel. So please do me a favor, go in there, check it out. If you enjoyed this video, go give it a like. If you enjoy the Vulcan's content, please do me a favor and give the man a sub if you're not so doing already, as he makes a lot of wonderful content for the SCP universe. If you'd like to join us when we do these reactions live, there is a link down below in the description, as well as a join button underneath the video. Take a look at the YouTube membership benefit tiers, see if them have any interest for you. You can get early access to videos, priority, and any kind of requests you have. There is a Discord that's open to everyone, but you can get access to sub channels if you know, that interests you. So just take a look at that stuff if you decide you want to take your support for the channel to the next level. But regardless, thank you guys very much for taking the time to watch the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like and a sub, as it helps me and the channel grow. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch it. Hope you're having yourselves a wonderful day. We'll see you on the next one.